So now we want to cover the questions about career. And are there any recommended courses for those hoping to work in the US?
Yes, many of our certificate programs are designed to help students get practical skills and work experience in the US. Programs like general business studies, marketing, project management, filmmaking, and data science are especially popular for students interested in optional practical training or OPT. These programs are all full-time F1 visa approved and offer pathways into optional practical training. As long as a program is at least 3 quarters, which is 9 months, then students can have permission to work in the US for up to a year on OPT.
Oh, cool. And then what are the current job trends or in-demand positions in the US job market?
Right now, there's high demand for roles in digital marketing, UX, UI design, data analysis, project management, software development, and sustainability. Entertainment and content creation also remains strong here in Los Angeles, especially with streaming and digital media. The job market is always looking for people with practical, up-to-date skills, which is exactly what our programs are built around.
Okay. And which courses are particularly popular among Japanese students?
Japanese students often choose programs like general business studies, marketing, international trade and commerce, filmmaking, and project management. We've also seen a growing interest in sustainability. These programs offer strong global career options and align really well with both creative and professional goals.
Cool. And what kind of industries or positions is UCLA Extension strong in?
We're especially strong in the areas of business, entertainment, and digital technology like data science, or security, software development. Our programs are well known in industries like marketing, film and television, all those entertainment studies because of our close connection and ties with Hollywood, project management, accounting in those business areas, digital marketing in the business area as well, and user experience design. Because we're based in Los Angeles, we're really connected to both the creative and the tech sectors.
Okay. And then what are the typical career path or employment outcomes for graduates?
Graduates go on to work in marketing agencies and production companies, tech startups, multinational corporations, and design firms, both in the US and internationally. Some go on to graduate school and others launch their own business. Many students use OPT to get US work experience before deciding on their next step. So they're really combining that certificate program, that credential that gets them to be an alumni of UCLA and to have that certificate from UCLA Extension, and then they'll go on to do OPT. So they're combining that practical academics with the work experience.
Cool. And is there career support available for students aiming to do an internship through OPT?
Yes, our career services team is an excellent resource. They meet with students one-on-one each quarter to help with resumes, cover letters, LinkedIn, interview prep. They also hold job search workshops and networking events. And students get access to the UCLA Job Board and UCLA career fairs on campus. So they're really supported every step of the way. From the immigration perspective, our team is there to help and support. So any questions students have about the application process, the approval process, our immigration team is here to support.
Oh, and can I do an internship during the study period, CPT?
Yeah, only if a certificate program is 1 year or longer and includes an internship course. So after completing 9 months of full-time study, you would be eligible for CPT. Remember, most of our certificates are 9 months, right? So a student usually does 9 months of study, finishes their program, then goes on to OPT.
Oh, yeah.
However, we do have some programs that are 1 year long, mostly in the entertainment studies field. So in those programs, after the first 9 months, there's 1 quarter remaining. In that last quarter, students can do CPT as an internship course. This allows them to do that internship while they're enrolled in the program, and it's a really good way to get that US work experience.
I see. Okay, and then let's move on to campus life. How far is the extension campus from main UCLA campus?
We're located just south of the main UCLA campus in the neighborhood of Westwood, which means we're right next door. It all feels like one big campus. It's a short walk, maybe 10 minutes to the next closest UCLA building. Because of our location, students feel really connected to UCLA and the broader campus community.
And do extension students have access to the main UCLA campus facilities?
Yes, international students studying with us at UCLA Extension have access to many of the same facilities as UCLA students. This includes libraries, the recreation centers, the athletic facilities, campus events, and as I mentioned before, even those job fairs. They can use our Olympic-sized swimming pool, the fitness center, and they can even rent paddleboards and kayaks through the Marina Aquatic Center near the beach.
That's cool. And then is it necessary to have a car in Los Angeles?
It depends on your lifestyle, but many of our students do not have cars. Westwood is very walkable with shops, restaurants, parks, and cafes all nearby. Public transportation is available, and we're close to bus lines that connect to other parts of LA. Rideshare apps like Uber and Lyft are also commonly used. If you plan to explore beyond LA or maybe do an internship or a job far from Westwood, a car could be helpful, but it's not essential for daily life.
Okay. And roughly how much does it cost to live in LA for a month?
Living expenses can vary a lot, but on average, students should plan for about $2,000 to $3,000 per month. This includes rent, food, transportation, and personal expenses. Shared housing, like sharing a room, might help reduce on costs. And of course, cooking at home might help as well. But there are so many amazing restaurants out, so that can be a really
Okay. And what is the student life like outside of the class? What do students usually do during their free time?
There is so much to do. Outside of class, students explore Los Angeles. They really use the city as their playground. They go to the beach, visit museums, check out concerts and cultural events, and of course, try different restaurants. I'm a big foodie. So I'm always thinking about the next good thing to eat.
That's
Westwood, Westwood, the neighborhood that we're located in, has a really great mix of student life and local entertainment. So it's really easy to find something to do, whether it's relaxing in a park or watching a movie at the historic Fox Theater.
Okay. And what do international students usually do during the day?
During the day, students often study, attend workshops, visit the library or student recreation center, go to local cafes, or participate in networking events. If they're in a program that has internships or they're on OPT, then of course they're spending some time working, getting that hands-on experience in their field.
Right. And then are there any extracurricular activities?
Definitely. So we organize optional activities every quarter for our international students. These can include hikes up to the Griffith Observatory, group outings to sporting events, pizza nights, coffee chats, museum visits, and more. We hold an orientation week before every quarter, and it often includes fun social events so students can meet each other and build community right away. And then throughout the quarter, we'll keep having those events so they can keep connecting with the community. But often students find their own niche depending on what they're interested in, what they get excited about. Maybe they volunteer with different organizations that relate to the kind of career they want to do, or they're attending clubs and events on campus. So they really keep busy.
That's nice. And then can you tell me what kind of student clubs are available?
Yeah. While UCLA Extension doesn't have its own student clubs, our students can get involved with events and clubs on the main UCLA campus. That's one of the benefits of a student at UCLA Extension. UCLA has over 1,000 student clubs and organizations covering everything from music, dance, technology, culture, entrepreneurship, and volunteer work. There is something for absolutely everyone.
That's cool. And do you offer any health support service, especially for mental health and well-being?
Yes, mental health and well-being are really important to us. UCLA Extension students have access to Brew and Reach, which offers free and confidential medical health support services. These include one-on-one consultations with licensed therapists and are all designed for Extension students. We can also provide referrals for long-term care if needed, and we have lots of information related to stress, anxiety, and time management. It's a great way to stay balanced and supported while you're studying abroad.
And then how is the safety situation in LA?
Like any major city, Los Angeles has areas that are very safe and others where it's important to be cautious, especially at night. Westwood is known for being one of the safest and most walkable neighborhoods in Los Angeles. We always encourage students to use common sense, stay aware of your surroundings, avoid walking alone late at night, and use rideshare apps or public transport when needed.
And have you noticed any changes since the Trump administration in terms of student experience or visa process?
There have definitely been some ups and downs when it comes to the visa process and international student policies. Things like travel restrictions and shifting regulations can create some uncertainty for students around the world. That said, we want students to know that UCLA Extension is here to support you every step of the way. Our team works closely with students and our partners to help navigate the application and the visa process, stay informed about any policy updates, and feel welcomed and supported throughout their experience here in Los Angeles. International students are a valued part of our community, and that will never change.
That's very nice. And that was all for the interview today. Thank you very much for doing this interview with me. I really appreciate it.
And thank you for all of your good questions. And thank you everybody for tuning in and watching.
Yeah. I hope you can study in UCLA Extension very soon.
Yeah, we'll see you in California.
That'd be nice.